Well, painters, say goodbye to your jobs. I mean, if this thing actually paints nice and with no dirt or no runs, I mean, runs can be actually programmed, despite what a lot of painters like to admit, that I don't know how it happened, it just ran. It's actually something that it's technical with you, the painter. Yeah, a lot of times, if it ran because of heat, like directed heat or something like that, that's kind of rare, but mostly it's technical error. But if this machine can actually paint with no dirt nibs, with no runs, with no, chemical reactions with the paint and no damage, like where you wouldn't need a painter, you would need a prep, I guess. But the prep needs to know how to cover the robotic arm that paints, fill the cups, I guess. Maybe they can rig up some kind of system where it mixes the paint for you, fills it up in the cup, and then maybe just like little or no assistance. It would be very expensive. I mean, not even 0.1% of body shops can actually afford this, because a lot of body shops are owned, well, the individually owned body shops are owned by technicians and painters, and I don't think they can afford $400,000 machine that can go in their spray booth. Imagine the maintenance, because you can see the paint like on the walls or on the other things around it. Like, imagine how hard it is to keep that thing clean. I know that it has some kind of wrap or some kind of like boot on the arms that probably is replaceable. What about the, all the tracks and all that stuff, all the, movable parts? I think they will create a lot of dust and dirt and whatnot. At least nothing is going to affect the auto body work, right? Well, ProSpot actually tried something like that. They already had a robotic arm. I think this is just a common robotic arm that anyone can use, which we saw at SEMA 2024. But the other one that they actually had that was very useful, or looked very useful, the spot welder. They had a robotic arm with a spot welder on it that went around and spot welded the vehicle. I mean, that's not going to take our jobs per se. It's just going to reduce one of the heavy lifting parts, because those arms can be extremely heavy. Because some of these, I've weighed a lot of them. I weighed a lot of control arms. We have ProSpot, and I've used a lot of them. And the weight varies between 20 pounds to like 80 pounds with the different arms that you put on. And this machine would actually save you your back muscles and all the back joints that we ruined. We're working on these, because these actually kill our backs, because here you are holding a 60-pound or sometimes even 80-pound system with a hose. It's like the wires are inside of a hose, so the drag is also about 10-15 pounds, and you're moving it around inside like a rear body panel trying to get the last spot welds on the bottom, or you're doing a roof and you're breaking your back and dislocating every muscle you have in your body. So that actually might be helpful for us. Again, who's going to buy that? Because ProSpot came out with this thing right here where it saves you a lot of time and it saves you a lot of back pain. It's only $8,000. You don't have to buy the whole thing. You just buy that and put it on your older spot welders. And a lot of shops are actually not buying it because it's too much money. And who cares about technicians, right? Anyway, the world of robotics can help our trade. Can it actually take it away? I'd like to see a robot try to straighten a frame. Oh, one more. I would like to see a robot try to put a fender liner that is aftermarket in a vehicle. You know what? It can actually put it inside the vehicle. I would like to see a robotic arm that can actually fit an aftermarket bumper on a Toyota. Those are easy to work on like that when they're aftermarket. Oh, I got even a better one. Let's see. Let's see a robotic arm actually put a used aftermarket headlight on a car, because they have those too. Yeah. If I keep going, we will never end. What's a good variant? Toyota fender liners are very thin already. Then we have aftermarket fender liners that kind of looks like hefty garbage bags. Yeah, I would like to see a robotic arm put one of those on.